It's Saturday morning and you're in the right place at the right time for the Multicoloured Talk Show with Stevie Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
Morning, everyone. Welcome Sunday morning. It's 11 o'clock. It's the Multicoloured Talk Show.
It's multicoloured today, Eddie, isn't it? You couldn't get any more multicoloured than this.
You couldn't get any more multicoloured than that. Absolutely unbelievable. Morning, guys.
Morning, everybody. Sun's shining. I've came a long way, haven't I?
You have, yeah. Who are you? Who are you today? Come on.
And I'm not Mr. Lee from the Bother Guitar, if that's who you think I am.
No, it's not Mr. Lee from the
No, I'm not Mr. Lee. Do you know who I am?
Go on, tell me.
Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh.
Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh?
Yes.
No, it's Ho Chi Minh.
It's Chi Minh.
But it's Ho Ho.
That's not even his real name. Let's not argue. It's not even his real name.
Well, who, for the benefit of the masses, who is Ho Chi Minh?
He was the Prime Minister and the President of Vietnam.
No
Yes,
way.
he was the first, and way back in the 40s, he was the Prime Minister of Northern Vietnam.
Northern Vietnam. Oh, he's the two Vietnam, is it?
Yeah, it was the North. No, that's where the war came from, North and South, wasn't it?
Oh, right, of course.
Because they had a war with the French and Tunisians, and he won. He beat the French up. Who was it, huh? Who was it? Watch me hat. This hat has come out. I brought this hat.
No, yeah.
I brought this hat from all the way from the Mekong River.
No, you didn't.
I bloody did.
You got it from Chinatown.
No, I didn't. I wore it. Hang on. I've got a bloody picture. Hang on. I wore this hat. If anybody been to Halong Bay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
It's one of the wonders of the world. Hang on, Eric. Right. There, I've sent it.
Oh, my God, there you are.
That's me and Halong Bay with this bloody hat on.
Oh.
Am I shouting?
Yes.
I've only started shouting. It's too early to shout.
You've already started.
So I brought this hat. This hat's travelled all across the world with me.
Right, let's have a say hello to. Good morning to some
Who are we
people.
saying hello to?
Robert Hewitt's on there. Good morning,
I
Robert.
need the glasses.
Tracy Fagan, morning.
Oh, Tracy's
The
there.
Elkies there, Raymond. Val Holmes, Matt Johnson, morning. Gorgeouses, this morning.
The man
morning,
Alki.
Jamie Lil's there. Jimmy Flynn. Jimmy
Flynn. Love Jimmy Flynn.
Oh, Jill Lancashire. Jill and Paul Lancashire.
Wendy's here as well. Morning, Wendy.
Wendy, good morning. Brenda Lancaster.
Oh, the Welsh. The Welsh.
Your stalker, she's not a Welsh.
Yeah, she's not Welsh, but they live in Wales. They're locked down. That's a serious lockdown.
Oh, look, Delmar's on. Morning, Delmar.
Oh, Michelle and all the gang at Delmar, fabulous.
And
Greg.
Matt Johnson.
He's a retired police officer.
There you go. He's saying the Chinese shopping I'll kill her as well. Right, tell me more. Tell me more about this photo down here. Tell me more. Where is that?
That is a place called Halong Bay. I'd stayed in a ship there overnight. Actually, 3 nights. They couldn't get rid of me quick enough. It is an amazing place. You want to Google it. It's absolutely amazing. It's about a 3-hour drive west of Hanoi, which is the capital of Vietnam.
So you're on your own there, obviously.
Yeah. I travel on my own.
Well, I know. I'm thinking you've got nobody to take a photo. You've had to do a selfie.
No, I travel on my own, don't I? I've travelled the world on my own. Yeah. It's Cliff Richard. Travelling light.
3 minutes into the show and you're already
karaoke. Honestly, I've said this before. There's 2 places in the world I would retire.
Yeah.
And one of them is in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And I'm sure loads of people out there have been to Vietnam because it became popular.
It's cheap, isn't it?
It's super cheap. It's not as cheap as a chicken shack.
Free advertising, subliminal advertising.
But it's cheap. It's cheap. And the crap that I pick up, that's for my meditation. And you feel a lot better, especially after a couple of gin and tonics. You ever tried rice wine?
Sake in Japan.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, God.
Is it bad?
Well, put it this way. For me, I'm sure it's not for everybody, Eddie, but for me, rice wine does the complete opposite of Viagra.
It does the opposite to Viagra.
Yeah.
So what happens if you take a Viagra and swill it down with rice wine?
Don't know. Be
Well,
like riding a donkey.
Right, so lovely photo.
So I love that photograph.
Yeah, me
the
too.
mount. Oh, never mind. I don't want to bore the people. I've got my life jacket on. Health and safety is a priority in my life. You know they can't swim, half of these people,
But why have they got all that water then?
because that's natural.
Actually, I'm going to tell you, before we went on air, Stevie said to me,
What did I say?
he said, we were talking about Ho Chi Minh, he said, I've been to see him.
I have.
No, yeah, I'll tell you what.
Ho Chi Minh was a commander-in-chief. He was the army man.
Oh, there we go. We're in time. What's that? There's some sort of market there, isn't it? Yeah.
That I'll tell you where that is.
Where is it?
That's in Cambodia.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a wet market.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
we were talking about them the other week.
Yeah, because the virus partly came from
Absolutely.
China, from the wet market.
Right.
I wasn't talking about who I am. Ho Chi Minh. Right. I want this. Do you want to happen to you?
Matt Johnson's just said the chicken shack is going to be converted into Vietnamese street food then.
Not far off at the moment. Eh? We're on the street anyway, aren't we? What am I talking about? Ho Chi Minh. He's in a fridge, Eddie.
No, oh, hang on a second. I've got to stop you before you get to the fridge. You've got to read that one from Tracy Fagan.
Have we got 1,000 yet? Remember what Steve promised about to do the show in his nudity.
Yeah, you
I
see,
did, Tracy.
you
When
did.
we get 1,000, what is 1,000 likes?
on
1,000.
YouTube.
I will do this show naked.
On YouTube.
No
When we get-
problem.
when we get
I have
1,000
been
likes.
seen naked on nudist beaches around the world. I have nothing to hide.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing to. Oh, hang on. Sound engineer shouting.
Is it really? Right.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, apparently it is.
No.
Yes.
What was I'm talking about the man in the fridge.
The man who was called
Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh.
I went to visit him in the fridge.
No, you went in the fridge.
It's a massive fridge. It's called something else.
It's called Dead.
No, what he's in.
Oh, it's called Dead Containment Unit.
Not a monument,
Mausoleum.
mausoleum.
Not a mausoleum. Mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
I'm gonna
He's in
send
a
you
mausoleum. And he queues thousands of people there to go and see him. And you only see half of his body. He's like Einstein. Remember Einstein on the wheelchair?
No, that wasn't Einstein. That was Stephen Hawking.
No, it wasn't the detective, the American detective in the wheelchair.
Oh, Ironside.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to send you off for elocution lessons.
I said Einstein.
The Ironside. It's your accent. Ironside. I
want to be sure.
sure.
So he was in the fridge. There's only half of him. I don't know what happened to the bottom half. I don't know. I've no idea. So anyway, I've got a plan. When I die, my fridge in the chicken shack with the beer is, Eddie.
Yeah.
I'm going to get all the beer out.
Oh, the glass fridge.
Yeah. And I'm just going to sit in there, dressed like this.
Like you did.
People come back. People come for years. Yes, Steve.
Oh,
There's a chicken shack,
do you
man.
remember we used to get chicken legs from
Yeah.
him?
My granddad told me all about him. Apparently, he was really young, good-looking, and funny.
I've got to tell you, you're quite delusional, aren't you? Well, you are very colourful this morning, which is absolutely
No,
great.
it's all about the colour.
Yeah, I'll tell you what we did this week, guys. We went for our little walk around, as usual.
Not dressed like this.
Not dressed like that now. And,
I love this.
That's great.
Is it like it make a donut this morning? Yeah. Shopping.
Never bring it.
I think they're looking forward to me when I turn up every Saturday now.
I think there's going to be queues in Mercadona just to see
See
you.
who I am, yeah.
But yeah, today, guys, we're going to have a
Walk
talk
around.
about. We're going to talk about the fact.
Do you know in Cambodia, they killed people for wearing glasses? Did you know that?
Kill people.
Killed Pol Pot.
Paul Potts.
What is it? Yeah, he's somebody else I went to school
You
with.
mean that singer, Paul Potts?
No, the madman. He thought if you
Oh,
wore
Paul Potts.
yeah,
Got you.
if you wore glasses, right, he thought you were intelligent, so he killed you.
Even you.
Well, that's true that, and he burnt all the libraries and all the books. He didn't want anybody to be intelligent.
Well, yeah.
Very similar to Nicola Sturgeon at the moment in Scotland.
Oh, we're getting controversial on a Saturday morning.
You gotta be.
I love it.
We've people from Norway watching.
Good
Yeah.
morning, Norway.
Good morning. Good
morning.
morning. Good
Good
morning.
Oh, sing it again.
I elsker dig. That means I love you in Norwegian.
I elsker dig.
I elsker dig. Yes.
Say no more. Say no more.
I have to dress up as somebody from Norway. I'll Google that.
Yeah, you have to get some of those plats. And
Is it? I'll work on that
I
one.
don't know.
Because we've only got 2 more shows after this.
Yeah, 2 more shows, and then we're going to do our end of
You
season
told me at
special.
the beginning we're doing 12 shows.
12 shows.
This
a
is number
season.
9.
Yeah. So we've got 2 more, and then we've got our end of season special.
We've got the Christmas special before that.
Yeah.
We've got the Christmas special, and then the end of season session.
Who are you coming as on Christmas? Or is that top secret? Look at you. It's like Wild Bill Hickok meets Kung Fu.
Oh, get off.
Great stuff.
Have you seen the news yesterday, last night?
Yeah.
Horrendous. Absolutely. That's the talk of the town. Social media went mad last night.
Oh.
Absolute, especially in Spanish, absolutely nuts.
Oh, they've changed all the rules.
Should we talk?
Okay.
Should we talk about after the walkabout?
Should we do the walkabout first? Do you want to see the walkabout, guys?
It's mad. Anyway, yeah. Let's do the walk. Because I'm going to go and get some rice on.
You're going to
I've got some rice. I brought some rice back from Vietnam from a place called. This is the place where I would retire.
You want to tell me?
Hoi An. I get mixed up between Hanoi. Hanoi's the capital.
Yeah.
Hanoi's always been the capital. People thought Saigon was the capital. Ho Chi Minh. Saigon.
Oh, is that what it was called before?
It was before Saigon.
Yeah.
But they changed it. He changed the name because Saigon was given to them by the Cambodian Empire. And they hate it. Cambodians and Vietnamese hate each other with a vengeance.
How did you put it the other day?
What?
It's like England and Scotland.
Yeah, it is. They hate each other. Honestly.
I love the Scots. I would probably like them.
I met a Cambodian historian who was in Ho Chi Minh at the time when I was going around the museum. And he was telling me, he's whispering, "Oh, we don't like it, people." I went, "What? Wait, I shout."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You don't like the people?" "Oh, don't shout. He was a lovely guy. Went for dinner. We'll leave it at that.
Until you got him shot.
They never got shot. Oh, I've seen some sights. War sights. We'll talk about that now. Down the tunnels and that's how the Vietnamese battered the Americans.
Oh yeah, well
the Vietnamese battered the French, battered the Americans, they battered everybody.
That's because they're down the tunnels.
Down the tunnels.
Yes.
They have a lovely dish, battered fish. They batter the fish as well, similar to England, but it's not. It's a bit different.
Do you know, I knew we wouldn't get through a show without talking food.
I've got recipes coming.
Oh yeah.
Let's do the walkabout. I'm going to go and put my rice on. I'll come back. I'll have some rice for Eddie to try, and let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's take a look at the walkabout. So here we are. We're at the Mirador. Now the Mirador is it's the first place you come to when you. Come on, you two. Come on, you.
I was up there.
What was you doing up there?
I know. Charlie wants to go up there.
Oh.
Charlie wants to go up there and see have a look. No, beautiful view though.
Fantastic.
I'll take my mask off.
It's warm, isn't it?
I'll get my jacket on. I was cold in the mountains.
Yeah, I tell you. Right.
I've come down here. It's quite warm.
It's
no
lovely.
wind, no nothing.
It's beautiful. We're going to take a look at the view in a moment.
Where are we?
We're at the Mirador.
Oh yeah, Mirador, the top of Los Gigantes.
It's got a name, Archipenki.
Oh, I don't know. No point asking me.
But
Not this time of the morning.
This is the first place you come to when you come
drive
into Los Gigantes and the surrounding. You go past the police station and
right past. Don't stop at the police station. You don't stop at the police station. You've got the bomberos at the top as well, haven't you? Casa Edu restaurant.
Yeah, that's supposed to be good. I've
never been in it.
No,
I've never been.
been.
Yeah, apparently if you go there for 4 people, order for 2.
I know.
A lot of food, big meat.
Apparently it's great. I'd love to go and have a look.
There you are.
But this is the Mirador, right at the top of town, and we're going to turn the camera around in a moment and show you what you can see from here.
Because every single day there's a different view.
Yeah.
Due to the formation of the clouds, La Gomera. Do you know in the 1500s it was recorded that La Gomera was a floating island? Did you know that? Yeah, because every day you look at that, it moves.
I had absolutely no idea. You are a mine of useless information. You know. What can I say?
I was looking at Charlie's Christmas gear on.
Charlie,
he just wants to say good luck to all his cousins, the turkeys. You've not long to go. 3 weeks to Christmas.
Oh, aye. And then Charlie's going to be safe.
Charlie is always safe with me.
Say no more.
Mwah.
Let's take a look
Look, yeah.
at the view.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, look at this. This is what you can see from up here at the Mirador. There's all the mountains. Look at those, Steve.
That was incredible.
Absolutely
I've actually been up there, but no, way up there.
Yeah.
Right to the top there. Because on the other side there, you get Barranco Seco,
Yeah.
and then the other Barranco is Masca,
Yeah.
the world's famous Masca.
Well, right at the top there, there's a little eye.
The
You can
eye
just
there.
See, yeah.
I've been there.
Holly and I walked up there the
Have
one
you been
day.
there as well?
Oh, it's a nightmare. I
It's-
mean, you've got to have some real
It's
stamina.
quite difficult. That's why it's lucky to have a father-in-law who's a goat farmer.
Yeah.
Who knows all the shortcuts. And you've got the tunnels going through there as well. Very dangerous. Absolutely horrendous.
But I'll tell you what, look at this for a view. You can see how the rain's still hanging around. The cloud formations are brilliant today. Look at them.
You know the one thing, Eddie? You know the one thing about this?
What?
Silence.
Oh, it is really quiet up here.
Beautiful this time of the day.
I mean, look.
I know it gets very busy with tourists, isn't it? Visitors coming here during the day. But this time of the morning,
But when you
absolutely
look,
beautiful.
let's just take a look down. You can overlook the entire towns of Puerto Santiago and there's
Los Gigantes
Gigantes
Marina.
there as well, the marina and everything. It's absolutely stunning.
No boats out yet.
No, I'll tell you where we are actually, at the Mirador. They're not quite set up yet.
Setting up now.
You can see all this. This has usually got chairs and tables everywhere.
They get the Christmas decorations already. You can't believe it's 3 weeks to Christmas, can you?
No, I can't.
No, I can't. It's
I
unbelievable. Where this year's gone, I just do not know. I still feel as if I'm in August. For some strange reason, with the weather, I don't know. It just feels like August to me. It doesn't feel like Christmas.
I don't think the weather patterns have been very settled this year.
Nothing's been settled, Uncle Eddie.
But where
We call you Uncle Eddie, do you?
you can call me what you like. I mean, where Steve and the chicken came down from is up there. It's like
It's my little castle.
it's like a turret on a castle.
What's it
isn't
called?
it?
A turret?
Well, I think so. I'm not sure.
It's a turret.
Looks like it.
All right.
But it's a great vantage point
Yeah.
for you to take a look at this.
It's a shame the bar isn't on because we're going to sat there with a lovely coffee
Oh,
and
yeah.
just sat there and take the views in.
Yeah. Still got a bit of cloudage going on. Cloudage,
Yeah.
that's a good word, isn't it?
Oh, I couldn't spell that.
No, no.
Hotel Los Gigantes, like a dinosaur in the middle of a paradise, isn't it?
It
It's a
is.
shame. They could have built it differently, but way back in those days, didn't it? When they started to build it in the early 70s, didn't it? The most important thing is to get me and Charlie in.
Yes, well, okay. Let's just go for you and Charlie
Yeah.
then.
You know the nice thing about Los Gigantes, different from Las Americas, there is a bit of life round this area this time in the morning. You go down to Las Americas, life doesn't start till about 11 o'clock midday.
Yeah, but I think there's a distinct difference, to be honest. And here we have got a good tourist trade down here.
And local trade.
Well, this is what I was going to say. But to complement the tourist trade, we have a lot of residents. Which gives us a bit of life now in
yeah.
Los Americas,
Yeah.
hotel-based.
Absolutely. When you go by Bar St. Charles in the Canberra bar this time in the morning, they're buzzing.
Oh, yeah.
The parents have dropped the kids off, the buses have come down to pick up from school. That's a lovely thing, isn't it?
It is. It's like
It's old days.
you can feel family around. The
All you need
place.
is a milkman delivering the milk. That's all we need right
That'd
here.
be great, wouldn't
That
it?
would be fabulous.
I'd probably end up being the rear gunner.
I've never been a fresh milk person. It's only in the last year. I'll say this year, 2019, I started buying fresh milk.
I love fresh milk.
Yeah, but I never bought because you couldn't get it here. I've lived here 37 years, Eddie.
That's the
And the 462. That's the 462, Eddie.
Where does that go?
Well, great question. The 462 is probably the best bus if you want for people, visitors who want to go and visit the mountains.
Right.
It goes up Arguello, it goes through Santiago de Chile, it goes through where I live, Valle Arriba, and it comes down. Great little bus.
That's a 462.
462, you get the 461, haven't you, going up the mountains? And then if you just want to cheat, get the 355. You get the 355 to Santiago de Chile, change over to the Masca bus, which takes you over to Masca. But it's still closed. What's wrong with that?
Why have you got an encyclopedic knowledge of bus routes?
You know, I've never been on a bus here. I've never been on a bloody bus. I've driven all the time over here.
have no idea.
I tell you why. Because I was a counsellor and my office, my office next door was a tourist office. And Gladys, who used to work there, she used to pop out to the toilet or for a coffee. She said, "Oh, Steve, could you just sit here for a minute?" And the amount of people used to come in and ask me for all this information. So after 8 years, I got used to it.
Encyclopedic.
Encyclopedia of nonsense, absolute nonsense. You know, the other thing I've never been on, one of those boats.
No, I've never.
I've never been on a boat. I've got friends who own boats. I've been invited on a boat. Flipper, oh no, great friends of mine.
Yeah.
Come on the Flipper, Steve. I'm just worried.
What? Of what?
I've just this thing. People want to murder me.
I've not. How can I put this to you? I bet there's a few people around who
Yeah,
do.
I just have this thing. They'll take me out
Yeah.
and push me over.
Concrete willies.
Concrete boots.
Concrete willies. Yeah.
Willies. Concrete willies.
Wellies, not
Oh,
willies.
well, all right.
Not willies. Wellies.
Concrete boots they're called.
Right. Well, we're going to stick around and wait for the
The bar to open. Yeah, I'm looking forward to nice coffee. Spanish coffee.
Yeah, I fancy a coffee.
What's the
I
best
could do
coffee you ever had, Eddie?
What, here?
No, anywhere.
Oh, I've never had none of that civet poo coffee.
No. My best coffee, this is going to sound, but Google it. It's Vietnamese egg coffee. Vietnamese egg coffee. Very, very famous in Vietnam. That's why it's called Vietnamese.
Could you just say that again?
Vietnamese egg coffee.
I think you'll find it's Vietnamese.
What did I say?
Vietnamese.
Oh dear, there's a guy on the bike over there again.
It's early.
So I know I've got a pain in the side.
Yeah.
I feel like Jesus sometimes. My hands are all right.
Yeah, controversial.
Now, how long's that crane there been?
Oh,
how long's the crane been? What's wrong with me
It's
today?
early. It's early, mate. It's early.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there's a lorry.
There's a
right,
lorry.
we're going to
You
get
know where that lorry comes from?
Probably no.
Oh.
Listen, what are you and Charlie up to?
We've gone for a coffee there, and then I've got to go down.
I've got to go shopping.
I've got to go. You go and shopping. I'm going downtown. As Petula Clark once says, downtown.
So I'll tell you what, should we have a quick last look around?
Yeah. There's little Mary walking down.
And we're gonna get off. Oh, Mary's on her way, yeah.
You know why we call her Little Mary?
Because she's not very big.
That's it. That's it.
So there you go. That is the Mirador.
Mirador.
Oh, it's Archipinky or something like that.
Look at the two ladies over there.
Oh, lovely.
Fab.
Early morning, looking over at the views right here in Los Gigantes
With 3 weeks to Christmas.
with 3 weeks to Christmas. So I think we'll go back to the studio.
Let's go
shall
back.
we?
Let's go back.
Let's go back to the studio. So there we go. A walk around the Mirador.
I enjoyed that. I
was
did
great.
enjoy it.
It was a good morning. It was lovely.
It was a lovely
peaceful.
morning.
It was. What have you got there? It was
I've got my rice I cooked for you. You want to see the state of your kitchen now?
Oh, yeah.
I've got the chopsticks. I've got your set. I've only got two. I only got two sets of these. There's only actually, I think there's only about 4 in the world.
What, these chopsticks?
Yeah, they came from Vietnam, Chi Minh. When I met the Cambodian historian,
Yeah,
he took me to this place where they had these.
they're really
And they were
nice.
fabulous. Absolutely. Do you want to try my rice?
Yeah.
I can't.
Look, you just grab loads of it like.
That's why you're fat, isn't it? That's right.
What?
You be careful with those bloody chopsticks.
No, look, there you go.
Right.
Hey, do you know what? Do you remember last week?
Yeah.
Who were you last week?
Tommy Cooper.
Tommy Cooper.
Yeah.
And do you remember my tie?
My time. So that's a cocktail.
No, my tie that you cut.
So, I put it together again.
Yeah, and do you remember my watch?
Still works.
Yeah.
You did.
Payback's a bitch any day. God, that's great. It seems fair to me, to be honest. One tie, one watch, one pair of chopsticks. Look at them.
You'll be chopped in a minute, you lunatic. I brought them back from bloody Vietnam. They've travelled half the world.
I love it. I
Calm.
love a bit of payback, mate.
Need calm,
You
need
need
calm.
calm, need calm. All right, here we go.
I nearly became a monk.
You nearly what?
Became a monk.
You nearly became a monk. Yeah, that's gonna happen, isn't it? Eh? Yeah. So where are we today? We're in where?
Well, we're around Vietnam, aren't we?
We're in
I
Vietnam.
mentioned on that walkabout with Vietnamese coffee.
Vietnamese, not Vietnamese. That sounds like you're taking all the hair off the kneecap that you got there.
I don't know if has
What are
anybody
you
ever
gonna do?
tried.
I'm gonna feed me knees.
Has anybody ever tried a Vietnamese coffee?
Take it slow. Let's get...
Have you tried one or not?
No, I haven't.
Jesus.
Oh.
Right.
So,
So
how do
basically,
you make it?
it's like a coffee what George Clooney makes.
Like an espresso. thing.
Yes, right. You get an espresso, right?
Nespresso. I don't know.
You get an espresso, and it's there, right? And then you get 2 eggs. Crack the eggs and split them. You have to split an egg.
Yeah, so you get the yolk and the white.
Yeah, organ white, right? You don't want the white. Put the white to the side. You make a nice meringue later, another day. You've got
Coffee meringue.
the yolk, right? put sugar in the yolk, and beat it.
Right.
Beat it as if you're beating a scouser. Just
You're going to get out well in Liverpool.
I'm not going to Liverpool, am I? They're locked down. And beat it and beat it and beat it and beat it until it comes nice and thick. And just put that on top of the coffee. I know it doesn't sound right, but honestly, it is the coffee. I make them in my house.
Do you?
Yeah, honestly. As you know, it tastes like, Spanish say to me when they come to the house, it tastes like a leche. You know the cortado leche?
Yeah.
And that's what it tastes like. If you shut your eyes, close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. So, yeah. And that's what it tastes like. I'll make you one day.
Okay, we'll have a go at that. I'll have a go at anything.
Just bring your eggs. That's rude in Spanish.
What, bring your eggs?
Yeah, eggs.
Yeah.
Spanish will think that's funny.
Well,
huevos.
If they can,
huevos. Yeah. It's like, can we say it?
Let's say good morning to a few people. We better not say it. Rob Taverner, good morning. Good to see Rob and Mary online watching. Bill Beck gives me his sympathy. Purely and simply because you're
mi coñada.
Yeah.
Mari.
Okay.
Gracias.
Tracy Fagan. Her husband's a scout, so be very careful. You've shocked him now. Listen,
you know that, Tracy?
You
could give me some aftershave for Christmas, couldn't you?
I had no idea. Otherwise, I would have prepared something.
What?
But, and all the messages are coming up. A little birdie tells me it's your birthday today.
Good comment.
Oh, yes. Stevie's birthday today.
I've never been in Tenerife for 25 years on this day, on the 5th of December. You know that?
You never here?
I'm never here. I always go on holiday. Yeah. Do you know whose birthday it was also on the 5th of December?
Chi Minh's.
No, very close. Very close. The ex-king of Thailand.
On your birthday?
Yeah. And the true story, every time, not the king now is a lunatic, but you can't say that, can you?
You just did.
I can never go back to Thailand. They go to prison for
You'll never get back into Thailand now. So
when I used to check into hotels in Thailand, the reception used to go mad. You know, like over here when you check in, there's one bloke and he's on the phone and he's busy. You go and check an hotel in Thailand. There's about 20 of them all there. Oh, good morning. Oh. And you check in passport, and then they all go mad. The first time I didn't know what was happening. Now I just, whatever. I know I'm getting an upgrade because he was the Papa.
Do you know something? All these impersonations you're doing, you are never going to go to the Far East again, are you?
Well, I'm locked down, innit?
They're just going to.
I don't know why. I got a new passport. I got a new passport delivered in March.
Ollie, Jack,
and I've not used it.
Studio staff.
I don't know why did I get a new passport? I got a new British passport. And everyone else got one, a nice blue one.
Ollie,
I got rid of the. You stop shouting in my ear.
Can you get the PA as well? Bring your ear, please.
What's happening? What are we talking about? Am I shouting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in the studio.
I need. I've got production. Listen,
got the production team.
It's his birthday today, and we haven't prepared anything. So
no, I don't want anything. I've got the rice.
Come in a second. After three. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stevie. Happy birthday to you.
Right. Thank you very much, everybody. And I brought down my homemade mince cakes, pies. I've got one for Holly, production company, homemade mince pie. Where's the sound? Where's Jack, the sound engineer? Jack, sound engineer. He's got a mince pie. Uncle Ed, am I shouting? Yes. Uncle Ed's got homemade mince pie. And I've got a mince. These are homemade.
Homemade.
Who made these?
Chi Minh.
Just making sure he gets some first.
You can taste Christmas.
Oh, you can.
I've got a special gift for you as well, Eddie.
Oh, no.
We're back to the sausage roll crisps.
Sausage roll crisps.
I got more. You can have them on my birthday.
Other crisps are available.
Because in Spain, when it's your birthday, you give the presents.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, well, it's made out. Sounds good.
That's great.
Yeah,
sounds good. I'm glad that's not prevalent.
That's lovely, that mince pie, isn't it?
It's really good. Who made them?
I'm not telling you.
So they might not be homemade.
They are homemade.
Not by you.
Not by me, by Faye, Welsh Faye.
Oh, brilliant.
She's a great little granny, little woman. You know when you get old, you shrink.
Is that right?
Exactly. When I first met Faye 30 years ago,
Shit, there's no hope for me then, isn't there?
Ollie's disappeared.
I must be very young in that case. I'm 6'2" plus.
No, you shrink.
No,
Yeah.
you used to
Oh, well.
be 8 foot.
Yeah. 8 foot Jolly Green
Ian
Giant.
Clark says he's glad that you didn't turn up in your birthday suit. That's being
Ian Clark.
safe.
Ian Clark. Ian
So-
Clark is a union rep for Rolls Royce in Derby.
Is he?
He nearly lost all the jobs in Derby because of him. Yeah. He's stubborn. You know, when he goes to these union meetings, he's stubborn. And when you're a union rep, you got to give and take, haven't you?
Yeah.
He gives more than he takes.
No, the other way around.
I didn't know. I've
Yeah.
been to Derby.
It's got to be the other way around.
It's a funny
It's gotta
old
be.
place, Derby.
Ah.
Do you know what they say over there?
I used to
Me
drink
duck.
in Derby.
I used to say, me duck.
Yeah, me duck.
What's
I
that? You all right, me duck?
Yeah. I used to drink in a place called the Pink Coconut.
Oh, that sounds quite nice.
No, you grab a granny night, mate.
Pink coconut.
Pink Coconut on top of the hill.
That's a lovely name for a
You get to the
restaurant.
post office and you go up the hill and you Pink Coconut's down on the right.
I've been to Derby.
Yeah, great place. Excellent place.
Is there anywhere I've not been to?
Oh, I don't know. Listen, guys, if you're watching, do us a favour. Pop over to YouTube and subscribe. We need you to subscribe. We need you to
we
like
need-
us.
Because on Series 2, Episode 2, no,
Season 2.
Season 2, we're going over to YouTube.
Yeah. Don't forget to set your notifications. And don't forget when we get to 1,000 subscribers, he's going
I'm
to
doing
be
it.
naked.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
As a Janet, I can.
Right, Eddie.
I hope we get to
We've got to talk about
999.
series because nobody actually knows what's going on. What happened yesterday afternoon, there was a shock for a lot of people.
It was actually. It was.
I had people in the chicken shack last night and they had no idea what happened.
No, well, no. I mean,
And people were waking up today.
yeah, but don't forget we got 60s bars, so we're just as confused. We don't actually know.
Right.
What the
Basically what's happened overnight, Eddie, things have changed since today,
Yeah.
the 5th of December. From 11 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning, there's a curfew.
Yeah.
I've been there. Lovely island in Greece.
No, yeah, there's a curfew.
I was in Benny.
That's
Benny's.
Corfu.
Is that not the same?
No.
Right.
Right.
Right. Anyway, I love Greece. I'm watching that, Eddie. Have you started to watch that? The Crown.
Oh, crap.
I'm on episode 4, series 1. I'm sure, Brenda, you watching The Crown. Unbelievable.
You know, I tried it a couple of seasons.
Well, I didn't know.
While the mother-in-law was here. Nah, not for me.
It's probably because of the mother-in-law. Listen,
Could be.
I did not know England had a king, and he went away with some married women, and he gave the king to the crown to his brother.
You're upsetting everybody today.
Why?
You are. Tracy Fagan, she said, be careful, birthday boy. I live in Derbyshire.
Nothing going right with you, is it, Tracy? Married a Scouser, living in Derby. Is your back door open? I mean something different.
I just
No,
don't
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. No, what am I talking about?
You're talking about the crowd.
The Crown.
Yeah.
I bet Tracy's watching it. I didn't know this. Actually, in Scotland, we don't give a monkey's hooter about English history. You don't really have much. There's more happening in Scotland. But we know you chopped our Queen's head off. Boop, off the head. So, I didn't know about the king problem in England. He had a king. He's went away with some married woman. So he gave the crown to his brother, who's been smoking. He snuffs it while his daughter's in Africa looking after looking at the elephant people. And,
The elephant.
well, can I just say, what's his name? Philip the Greek. That's how it went from Corfu to Philip the Greek. That's where this is going. Do you understand? You got to keep.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to follow the train. But very
So Philip the Greek. You remember a few weeks ago I thought it was Raymond Reddington,
yes,
and now Philip the Greek.
Phil the Greek.
He's fabulous, isn't he?
He's
I've only watched 3 episodes. Fabulous. Winston Churchill, didn't like him.
Yeah,
At 7:30 in the morning, he's in bath, having a bath
and a cigar.
and a cigar. What's wrong with the man?
And a brandy.
What's wrong with the man?
He's dead.
Not surprised, smoking at 7:30 in the morning.
So let's see your train of thought. You like the crown,
Yeah.
yes? You got Corfu because of the curfew,
Curfew.
which takes us back
Back.
to what's happening.
Yes.
So here we go.
Back. So, basically, 11 o'clock at night to 6 in the morning, you're not allowed out.
No.
We're on the state of alarm. And somebody texted me this morning, Steve, but what happens if I'm working and I finish late? That's no problem. There's no problem at all. If you finish work like you, Eddie, finish work in your bar at 6's bar tonight, get everybody out at 11 o'clock. It's normal, 11 o'clock, out you go, and they're all going home. Police stop them outside, 20 past 11. Where you going? I'm going home. Where have you been? Been to 6's bar. I'm going home. Right, go home. You know what I mean? I finished working in the chicken shack. Driving home. Police stop me. Oh, it's you again. Off you go, Steve. So that's between 11 o'clock at night and 6 in the morning. You're only allowed out for essential travel.
But you see, if you've been to a bar and you're going home, that's not classed as essential travel.
You're going home. You're going home,
yeah, but
Eddie.
it wasn't essential that you were at the bar.
Because it doesn't come until 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but I understand it. And this is where it gets confusing.
It's not confusing. It's not confusing.
No, it is, because I understand a curfew to be you've got to be indoors at 11 till 6. That's what I understand. Now, if you've gone into a bar, that's not deemed essential. But I suppose it's essential that you get home, for sure.
No, yeah.
But
there's a window there, Eddie, under the law. It's a state of alarm, Eddie. If you went, remember way back in March, you went to the chemist, you went to the supermarket, you went somewhere, and on the way back, you were going home, the police stopped you. If they stopped you going, they asked you where you were going.
But you have to have
But here, before 11 o'clock, the police don't stop you because it's 11 o'clock. It doesn't come in until 11 o'clock. So after 11 o'clock, Eddie, if you're outside, they're going to ask you, where are you going? You cannot say at 11:30 at night, I'm going for a walk. That's fine. I'm going, I don't know. If I'm going to the chemist, yes. I'm going shopping? No. I'm going home? Yes. Home, where my thoughts escaping. Home, where my thoughts...
Listen, Martin Lewis just said he's in Derby. Pink coconut's gone now. They all died of old age. I told you he was grabbing Brenda Lancaster says pubs can open until 6 p.m.
But can't sell alcohol at all. So the pubs are open, you got something to eat.
That is.
I tell you what, though, Martin Lewis. Remember Martin? Martin was the manager of Paddy's, lovely guy in Santiago Rentacar, great friend of mine. And last week, he told me this last week, he had somebody in decorating his house. And he ended up talking to him, right? And he ended up being an airline pilot who's been furloughed, what do you call it in England? Furloughed. ERTA, is it here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Furloughed. He's no job at the moment. So he's went round to Martin. Martin wanted his house decorated. So he's decorating Martin's house. So he ended up talking to him. He's a Ryanair pilot decorating his house. Anyway, Martin said he did a fabulous job upstairs. The 2 bedrooms, he did a marvellous job. And Martin says, do you want to see the landing?
Nicola
Roberts from Ireland.
Gooey.
Yes, Nicola used to live in Los Gigantes. Yeah. Used to do my nails.
Yeah,
that's a long time ago, Nicola. Long time ago.
I have a friend who's a Ryanair pilot, right? And they researched him before he went for his interview.
Researched him?
Yeah, they wanted to know what he did. And then he turned up for his interview. I'm not going to tell you who it is. But he turned up for his interview with his briefcase, with all his flight details, logs and everything. Turned up, sat down opposite this guy in the Ryanair offices. And he said to him, they said, right, you've applied for this job? He said, yes. Yeah. And he opened his briefcase to get all his flight hours and logs out. And they says, right, can you fly a plane? And he says, well, yeah, of course. They said, right, you're in. And they gave him the job like that. But they researched him first. But he just sat there going, can you fly a plane? Yeah, you're in. Great.
Really?
He thought that was it. That was the interview.
Who was it?
I can't tell you.
Oh, come on. I'll tell you everything about me.
No, it's a Ryanair pilot. It's a Ryanair pilot. They're the only planes flying at the moment. We don't want to stop them. Because if somebody finds out, I mean, you could go up and say, I've come for a job as a pilot. And they could say, can you cook chicken? And
I went for a job. I went for a job in Las Vegas as a DJ in 1983 and I got it. I've never DJed in my life before.
Say no more. So, This is what we're saying.
What are you saying?
No, I'm saying there's a bit of confusion now about the new...
No, I'm not confused.
No, you're not, but everybody else is.
Well, get up early in the morning.
You're confused.
This is the problem.
Yeah. Listen, I'll tell you what I would do. I would keep my eye on Facebook because there's that much information on there. You will get the answers.
The only thing I'd get
Four
mixed
in a
up.
group as well.
Oh, hang
For
on.
what?
4 in a group as opposed to
We've got there
Yeah.
shouting.
No, we're getting information.
Information
from the-
isn't coming in here.
Yeah, that's something else as well.
Change, yeah.
Change.
I love
You
this
can-
mince pie.
Yeah, it's
Are you
great.
ready? I'm going to take yours home.
There, you can only have 4 in a group now. 4. So it's a table of 4. You can't have 6 anymore. It's just that many. 4. How many?
Golf.
Golf.
Why did they shout that?
4.
4.
Need to get out of the way.
Well, why though?
Because the word 4 means coming forwards. 4. Forwards.
It always reminds me of the time I was in Glasgow. I'm going by this school. It was for special needs school.
Yeah.
And and all I could hear, Eddie, all I could hear was 11, 11, 11.
No, you wouldn't hear that in
I
Scotland.
did. That's all I could hear was 11, 11, 11.
Alan.
And I'm thinking, what's going on? I couldn't, because the size of the fence, I couldn't see over it. I knew it was a school for special needs. I'm looking, 11, 11. They're all shouting 11. And I could see a little hole in the fence. So I thought, I'll look through this, see if they're all shouting at. So I get up to the fence and I look through. Bloody poked my eye. They're all shouting 12, 12. Oh, no.
Totally mental.
Bob Kerr says I've got high blood pressure because I get all red. Is the heat in here, Bob?
Mark Lawton says Phil the Greek is a film, I believe. It probably could be.
Some porn, probably. It sounds like.
What channel is
Phil
he
the
watching?
Greek.
Debbie Lee says, people. What's that mean? People. It was QE before. People now. People. Hi, Debbie. People. People. There you go.
That's a great, Debbie. Well done for reminding me, because the number one dish in Vietnam is poo.
It's
P.
what?
It looks in English PHO, as in poo. And I'm sure you've seen things on the internet. Poo restaurant. I'm sure you've seen it. It's in Vietnam. It's a dish. It's not sounded poo.
Really?
No, it's pho. It's PHO. Google
Pho.
it. Google's your friend. It's a national dish. It's the number one dish in Vietnam.
No.
Fabulous. Street food. Oh,
By the way, we're
I
going
would eat this, but look, I've got the chopsticks, broken chopsticks in my rice now. I bet me means I'm starving.
Yeah, I've got some crisps.
No, I don't like them anymore.
All right.
Going off there.
We're going to apologise for continuity today. Something had to go wrong.
What's went wrong?
On the walk around, I had hair the length of a caveman, and I got fed up. So I went in the bathroom, got the clippers out.
Would you do mine?
Yeah, well, look, it doesn't matter when I clip my hair. I have got
You've got a lot of grey hair though, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm getting old, mate. I'm getting old.
How old are you?
Me.
Yeah. This is my birthday today.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Me. I'm 27. I've always got a ridge. It doesn't matter when I clip my hair and nothing. I've always got a ridge. And you know where that comes from? You know when you go behind the bar in 60s,
Yeah.
it's that low and it's just 2 inches too low for me. And I have smacked my head that many times. I've got a permanent ridge down there now. And I think I'm turning into Klingon, to be honest. I'll start on...
Klingon.
Do you not watch Star Trek either?
No.
Oh, you're a bloody heathen, you are.
You know, I've never seen Star Wars.
You've not seen...
And he was a friend of mine.
Yeah.
The midget in it. The
Oh,
guy,
right.
Kenny Baker.
Yeah, Kenny, I
He used to come over here.
Yeah, we had a drink with him in Benidorm.
Yeah, he used to come over here. Great friends. Gavin Nicholas. Great friends of Gavin Nicholas.
Yeah. Kenny knows
Great,
everyone.
great stories, me and Kenny.
Yeah.
He's passed away now.
Yeah,
Lovely
no,
guy.
he is. Yeah,
Lovely guy.
I had a drink with him in Benidorm, Holly and all. It was great. Nice guy.
His son Kerr.
You don't watch I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here.
Who?
In the Jungle.
No, I don't watch that.
Well,
I've got the time.
it was
I'm too
one-
busy getting dressed up.
It was one last night. Holly's just stood at the door admiring
It
your
only
costume.
started. It only bloody started last week.
It's 3 weeks.
You were on. You had Shane Ritchie on this show,
Yeah, we did.
and he says he just went into the castle.
Yeah,
And now it's finished.
He came fourth. He did well. Good lad.
How many was in it for?
No, 12 of them.
I'll be in that one year. I'm going to be in that.
Well, we will now because we're superstars.
I've applied. My agent's useless. So if you've got any decent, Barry Lucas might do it for me. I've applied for everything. I've applied for Bake Off. I've applied for Celebrity Get Me Out of Here, X Factor, The Boys, The Kids' Voice. I've applied for everything.
Yeah, Vietnamese Got Talent.
They've got them. My friends are actually in the Southeast Asia. The grandmother lives over at Audrey in front of the Bamboo Bar. Audrey and Roland, their grandson organises the, what do you call it, the, starts with a C, C-H, all the dancing.
Christmas.
No, all the, what do you call it, choreographer.
Choreographer.
Yeah, that's the one. He does that. He does all that.
Yeah.
Southeast Asia.
Just stand there doing that.
Wait, I don't what they do
See
they?
them shuffle along. Da, 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 da.
I'll forever blow with bubbles.
Back to Michael Jackson.
Back to
Right.
Michael Jackson.
Let's see who's there. Debbie Lee. Lita, I don't know what that means. Happy birthday, Steve. Have a great day from Janet Kirk.
Janet
yes.
from Scotland.
Scotland.
It's snowing in Scotland. Pretty
It's
cold,
snowing.
isn't it? Yeah.
Hey,
That's it.
we had snow on Toby last week.
Well, I said it was coming.
At the moment, we got rainbows
Rainbow.
across the mountain.
Love rainbow.
He reckons it's the same rainbow on a switch. Yeah.
It looks the same every time with the rainbow car. Oh, wait, what are we talking about?
Well, we were talking
The
about.
four to the table.
Yeah, four.
So I'm trying to get this out, and I'm trying. You keep butting in and talking about other things. You know what I mean?
That's usually your job.
Can we just stick to what we're talking about? Stick to the rules. I'll never forget that.
Go on then. Four to a
table. It's like I had a table 17 in last night, and luckily I did a 6, 6, and a 5. I had to get a calculator to work that out. And I've got a 10 in tonight, which means it's going to be a 4, 4, and a 2. But if it was a 17 tonight, it would have been 3 6s, 6, 6, 6, and a 1. Somebody would be sat on their own, wouldn't you? Anyway, so you only allow 4 people at a table now. And you, this involves you, it doesn't involve me, it involves you. No drinking at any bar, no drinking or eating. Everybody must be sat down. Hemorrhoids or no hemorrhoids, you're on your ass. You're sat down, okay?
It's going to be virtual. It's going to be waiter service.
Hang on, Ed, there's worse to come. I haven't even got to Christmas and New Year yet.
Yeah.
Do you know what's happening then?
Oh, yeah.
Christmas Eve,
11 o'clock.
New Year's Eve, midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight. So far, but don't forget that it's changing every week.
Wendy Jones is sending you a virtual hug. Debbie Lee's asking my age. Why do you want it?
Your age, Eddie, yeah.
I'm younger than him.
No way, Eddie. No way.
I look better. I look good for my age. I'll give you that.
I look good.
You know, you look more like a vicar with that off. Put it back on.
How many times have I been stopped in the street? Can I finish? It said, "Are you the bloke from the Titanic?"
Yeah. How many times have I been stopped in the street? That's brilliant. You don't need to say that more.
Well done, Mummy G. I love all these. We never do this before. I love this. All the comments coming in.
Mama G is the lady that's just won I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Strangely, nobody knew. Well, they do now, obviously. She's the wife of Tom Fletcher out of McFly. And the song, It's All About You. It's all that was written for her, about her.
The only Fletcher I know was the guy on Mutiny and the Bounty.
No, that was Christian Fletcher. That
That's
was.
what I'm saying. The only Fletcher I knew.
Your glasses fits on you, Ridge. You're quite right, actually. That's why I put my glasses up there, because it hides my ridge.
It's one of the most important days of this show with all the new laws.
And we're talking about
And
Ridge.
he's talking out of his ass. You know what I mean?
So, okay.
It's a public.
Let's go back to Christmas, the Christmas laws.
We're not had Christmas yet. You know, I just had a mince pie.
Yeah, but you were talking about 12 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Right, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. So 12 o'clock, but don't think the law can change. It's changing.
Yeah, constantly.
Changing. But at the moment, the government, Canadian government, turns around and says at midnight on Christmas Eve and a New Year's Eve, Scottish people hog money. That's what it's called in Scotland. Hog money. I went first footing once in Tenerife. You know what first footing is?
No.
Oh, it's his job. He watches sometimes. John Gahuli, his name is. Lovely guy, John Gahuli. And he lived up in a village called Las Manchas. You ever been to Las Manchas in Tenerife?
Should have been Vernon. I agree with you, yeah. No, carry on. I've never
Have you been to Las Manchas?
No, I haven't.
Right. My friend John Gahuli lived in Las Manchas.
Right.
He's now back in Scotland for other reasons we can't talk about. And
Is that
one New
deportation?
Year's Eve, I'm up in my house. I think it was the first year I was in my house. And it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. Ratted. Absolute ratted. In Scotland, so we go first footing. You take a drink and a bit of coal and go. So I had a bicycle. I got on my bicycle and I cycled from my house to his house at 2 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely off my troll all over the place. And I get to his door and I'm banging on his door. John, first food time. He was in bed.
We used to have it in the UK. And I always remember my dad, he used to go...
The
door.
man who had lunch with Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Right.
He used to every year go out the front door, right?
I mean, every year. It's only once a year out the front door.
It's like first footing.
All right.
I used to go to the front door, have a walk round and come back in the back door. And the idea was that you would leave the front door, taking the old year with you, and you'd bring the new year in through the back door.
Oh, that's good.
And it's called. And then when you got in, there would be a drink and a lump of coal and all
So
that.
you were quite posh then, a front door and a back door.
Yes, and a terrace.
Oh.
Yes. We
Is
lived
this in Birmingham?
Yeah, we lived in a row of terrace. Row of terrace with one shithole between us. But when he left, everything was great. Sorry, shouldn't have said that. But listen, so this is my question about Christmas and New Year.
Are you asking me or are you asking them?
No, I'm asking everyone, you in particular.
All right.
But I'm talking particularly about New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
If we got to close at 12,
Yeah.
how are we going to let the New Year in? How are we going to do the countdown? How are we going to go, oh, da, 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 da.
You're not.
So how's that going to work?
You know what's going to happen, Ed? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to completely go mad, break the law, right? Everyone's going to come out to Sixes Bar, Paddy's, the Green Corn. They're all going to go out. Traditionally, they're all going to be in the square.
Right.
Number law. First law broke.
Yeah.
There's going to be thousands there.
Yeah.
The bell's going to go.
Yeah.
Ding! And everybody, you're talking about, I don't know, 500 to 1,000 people.
Yeah.
They're going to be in the square. The police go, oh, you got to go home, you got to go. The law stage, you've got till 1:30. 1:30, Eddie. So you're out of your bar, you've got an hour and a half to be in the street. Who's making these laws up?
I've no idea.
I've lost the plot. I really don't. I respect the law and I respect the decisions. But at the moment now, no chance. It's nuts.
It is.
It's
Totally.
absolute nuts.
But you know, at the end of the day, I'll tell you who's making the laws, and they are elected.
The Rothschilds.
Elected. Oh, we're not going back to that.
All right.
Elected officials, and you know who elected them? You guys did. You elected them. So in effect, they're only
No,
doing.
I'm going to stop you there, Eddie. No, they're not making them up.
No.
No, they're not. And if you actually look, Boris Johnson's there, but who's telling Boris Johnson what to do? Yeah, you voted Boris Johnson to be the Prime Minister. Yeah, I'll accept. No, but anyway, they did, didn't he? Won. So they voted him. But the person who's telling Boris what to do, nobody voted him in.
No, that's Whitehall, isn't it?
Cummins.
Right.
No, why? All these experts. Cummins, he's gone now. Who voted him in?
Geraldine is saying happy birthday to you from her and Harry and Jerry.
The sausage roll crisp. Yeah, they're the one that brought the sausage roll. I've got more. People brought me, but I can't eat anymore. I'm going to turn into a sausage roll.
Yeah.
I can't eat anymore. I want it next time. Emily, listen. Next, bring me over different. Somebody told me square sausage and brown sauce flavored crisps.
No way.
Yeah, allegedly.
I love that.
Allegedly, I want to try them.
So listen, here we go. It's a bit confusing with what the law is at the moment. We've lost the plot completely.
You don't know what the law is anyway, coming from Birmingham.
We've lost the plot. Well, we got our own laws in Birmingham.
Oh, we know it. Oh, we know. Did you not invent curry in Birmingham?
Well, we didn't actually invent it. We just
Madras.
we perfected it.
No, Madras. No.
No, we
Tikka masala.
We didn't invent it. We just perfected it.
No, tikka masala didn't exist until Birmingham.
Ask Rob Taverner. He is an expert on Birmingham. He's also an expert on Madness. Do you know the group Madness?
Oh, of course. Baggy trousers.
Baggy trousers. Well, Rob, who's one of the moderators on I Love Los Cristianos,
yeah,
he also has a site called Mad Chat, and it's all dedicated to Madness. It's brilliant. Absolutely.
They're still going.
They are.
I know they are. They're
really
still touring.
I'll tell you who's really, really impressed me, and that is Queen. Do you know Queen? Well, when Freddie died, they thought it was all over.
Lambert.
Adam Lambert.
Wow.
Absolutely. Stunning.
He won America's talent show, didn't he?
Yeah, one of America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
He was absolutely brilliant.
He was a bit, when he was on there, it was a bit weird, wasn't it? With the makeup on and, all the rings.
And he still is, but he's great. And he's
great
perfect,
guy.
Perfect for good.
I watched the documentary. There's a documentary about that.
Listen, it's a great documentary.
Yeah.
But listen, we've got about, the clock on the wall tells us about 6 minutes left.
We've one thing to do today, talk about the new rules and laws. And he just waffled his way through 1 hour.
But here we go. I'm going to give you one last subject to prove your worth in life.
What?
The vaccine. The vaccine.
I don't have enough time.
Yeah,
I thought we got time to
you've
talk about the
got a bit of
vaccine.
time.
The vaccine's out and running in the UK next week, isn't it?
Yeah, they reckon. the
Right.
vaccine.
My problem with the vaccine, right, I'm going to tell if we talk hours about the vaccine, I'm sure everybody could out there. My problem is they're going to jab, what do you call it, jab? They're going to inject frontline workers first, doctors, nurses, etc., the people who we need, right? This vaccine's not been tested. It's not been tested, Eddie. So, I'm just saying, something goes wrong. We have lost our frontline workers.
The people that are saving us.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah.
I would...
Stand by.
I
Controversy
would,
coming up.
I would fence in Liverpool.
No, not that.
Put a
No.
wall.
You can upset them.
Emma, I put a wall around Liverpool and
Brilliant
inject
choice.
everybody there and leave them. See what happens.
No,
Can't get any worse.
No, actually, I'm going to tell you, Liverpool, they did a mass scanning of one of the areas. I'm not sure exactly where it was. Didn't make a difference. I don't think.
Yeah, because they stole the needles. Listen, you know what my first song to stardom was?
Stardom. Yeah. Go on then.
A lot of people don't know this. My first song to stardom on stage, singing in front of an audience, right, was Jimmy Osmond.
Oh,
I'm a long-haired lover from Liverpool, and I'll do anything you are.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
You're turning me karaoke now. Stop it.
Yeah, that's why I've got something against Liverpool.
Yeah.
In my Liverpool home.
Oh, I bet you remember the one by the scaffold.
Oh, yes, I love that scaffold.
My Liverpool love.
What was that other song? They had another great song. Lily Pig will drink a drink a drink. I love great. Don't get songs like that anymore.
No, you don't.
We don't.
We get
Can I
serious.
come down and sing karaoke again?
Yeah, of course you can. Last time we came down to 60s for karaoke, we nearly had the riot police in.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's it, yeah, one of them days.
If you want to sing, you got to sing. You get the urge. You get the urge to sing, don't you?
I get many urges.
I get me. Oh, you want to say Brenda in Wales during lockdown? I've got an idea, Brenda, for you, right? And Roger, probably Roger would be better. Roger, listen to me. During lockdown, if you ever get bored, Eddie, right? So a little bit of tip here. No cooking tips today. Listen, phone up any women rights association people.
Like women's rights groups.
Yeah, those sort of people. And just ask, can I speak to the man in charge? It'd be funny, wouldn't it?
You are evil.
It would be funny.
You are so evil.
What have you got planned anyway? Because we've only got 2 more shows after this. And Christmas is around the corner. Have you got your Christmas decorations up?
Yeah, in the bar. No,
Yeah, I have. I've got mine up. We're in for, do you know the local council, Santiago Tidy, every single year have a competition, right?
Yeah, they do.
A massive competition. And they give a fantastic prize. It's a weekend away in a hotel to the best decorated bar restaurants in the municipality of Santiago Tidy. And this year, the race is on. You know why?
Why?
Tipsy's is shut.
Oh,
Tipsy
yeah,
Terrace is going to be the Santa's ghetto.
Oh, just
I don't
brilliant.
get it.
Absolutely
Grotto. Santa's Grotto. And Tipsy's is just another
It's
world.
astounding. It's great. I mean, I've been in Tipsy's at Christmas.
It is.
It is. You walk off the street and you're quite right.
It's just
like
not the-
walking
yeah.
into a different place.
Just not the kids. It's just like, wow. And that's, if you ever want to feel Christmas, and unfortunately this year, as we all know, Tipsy's isn't open this year, and that's so sad.
you think you stand a chance?
Yeah. I think there's 3 people in it.
You've got to beat
There's
Jason.
3 people in the race.
You've got to beat Jason.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jason, he's odds-on favourite.
Yeah,
Right.
you reckon?
Yeah.
So we run a book. Let's
I'm
run
the
a book.
outside favourite.
You're the outsider.
And then we've got Mercadona.
Mercury.
Have you seen them?
Oh,
Yeah? I've spent more money in the bread bar than have they done a decoration. So that's the 3 up and running. Charlie's, Chicken Shack, and Mercadona. If you know someone else has better decorations. Oh, hang on.
There you go.
Have you got anything up?
We got loads up, mate.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, let's come down and have a look.
Loads. In fact, I had a phone call yesterday from the National Grid people saying we're putting too much of a strain on the
That
electricity
would surprise
with
me.
all the lights
That
we've
would
got in there.
surprise me.
And we're going to get some more today. I've got to get some more. Got to get some more.
Right.
So,
Are you open Christmas Eve and Christmas New Year's Eve?
Christmas Day, we always open from 12 midday till 6 o'clock. That's
I never get up. I do
Spanish.
Spanish Christmas Eve, and I don't get to bed till like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So Christmas Day to me is just a no-no.
But listen, we're going to be putting all our opening times for 60s Bar and the Chicken Shack on our Facebook pages, so you'll be able to catch up with us on that. Listen, guys, it's been a bit
time. Gotta go.
It's been a little bit mad today.
I'm gonna go and cook.
And we've
Go and cook some poo.
we've come from Ho Chi Minh City today. Confucius here. No, not Confucius. Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh.
In the fridge.
Can I just say?
In Hanoi.
Can I just say? I'm sorry about your chopsticks. Were they expensive?
Yeah, they were bloody actually. I brought them back from Vietnam.
But I feel bad now.
I don't feel like it. Rice it. Look.
I do. I feel bad now.
That's
Let me see what time it is.
I got these ones
Let
anyway.
me see what time it is.
Is that the time?
Still not working.
Oh, bugger you. Wait like one of those Paul Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you like this? Not a lot. Right, listen, guys. Watch out for us. We've got two more shows before we do our end of season compilation. You can't
Bro,
even-
this is from Vietnam.
Is it really?
Yeah. We should do, Eddie.
What?
We should do what do you call it, a telly shop. You know what Joan Rivers used to do?
Oh, you mean
Sell
like
things.
QVC?
Yeah, the other is called.
Yeah.
Look, you can sell this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 14th century.
Listen, guys, don't forget, please pop across to YouTube and give us a little bit of a
Have a
subscribe.
great weekend, everybody.
All our things have been running
Chicken
across
Shack
the bottom.
Fan Club.
Guys,
I'm off to a birthday party, and I'll see the people in the Chicken Shack tonight for a second birthday party, someone else's birthday.
so, guys, I've been Eddie from 60s.
I'm Steve from the Chicken Shack.
And we'll see you next week. Bye!
It's Saturday morning and you're in the right place at the right time for the Multicoloured Talk Show with Stevie Gerald and Eddie Hastings.